Yeah, so this happened. So I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys how to set up a skateboard today. So here's some stuff that you're going to need in order to set up your new skateboard. You're gonna need a blade of some sort in order to cut out the grip tape when you fit it onto the board. Something else you will also need, and I highly recommend, is a T-tool. I went ahead and bought this for, I want to say, close to $7 or something, and it's pretty good quality. It's lasted me a while. It's holding up pretty good, so highly suggest it. If not, you will need a Phillips screwdriver and some sort of wrench in order to get everything adjusted. That is some stuff. Obviously, you're gonna have your old board that's broken and your new one, but also you will need some grip tape in order to place on the board. These are some of the fundamental things that you will need in order to set up your board, and let's get straight into it. Pretty stoked to check this board out and actually get to ride it once I'm done setting it up. Initially I thought this was a sticker, but it's actually a graphic that's on the board. I won't be able to remove that, but either way, all this is going to be covered. So I'm gonna go ahead and take off these stickers. I don't want it to affect the grip tape if that sticker's adhesive is to melt and it's underneath the grip tape. So get rid of that. Wrap the board. So obviously you will have to put the grip tape on the skateboard previous to putting the trucks on in order to align the board properly, punch the holes, and then be able to put the trucks on. So now we have to go ahead and do this. Don't place it all at once. When you have one end on there, just slowly press onto the surface. So this will help you avoid getting air bubbles onto your skateboard underneath your grip tape. Make sure it's parallel to the board. Try to avoid peeling it if you have already placed it. What that's just going to end up doing is peeling off. If it has a top graphic, it's going to peel off that paint and it's not going to reattach with the adhesive anymore because it will have that paint chipped off to that adhesive. So try to avoid doing that. That will cause it to do this as well. Just peel up when there isn't even a crack in this area. But yeah, looking pretty decent as of from this angle. I don't see any air bubbles, so it looks like a pretty decent job. Then what you will do is, I like to use this end because it's kind of not really meant for anything. So I will go ahead and use this end, just kind of scrape the edge of the grip tape to get that better outline of the skateboard, which then we will cut out. So this top part in my T-tool, just all right, there you go. No two people do this the same, so this is the way that I've done it. I haven't actually done it for a while, but this is the way that I used to do it. Then just cut into that grip tape right there in order to reach this outline, and after that, place the blade right next to the board and slide it across that outline. Obviously, when you're done getting that whole big piece off from the edges, just kind of go around and check where there's little bits and pieces that you missed. You don't want it rolling over the edge too far, so just kind of clean that part up. Once you get most of the pieces off, just kind of go ahead and grab one of the remaining pieces that you have cut off and just buff it from the ends. That will kind of flatten it down for you a little bit more. Give it a little bit more of a cleaner look as well. Okay, so there you go. You got the grip now on the board. Obviously now you will have to get those screws on there. But yeah, now with this, you will go ahead and get the little screw and puncture a hole through the skateboard. Obviously you will need to do it from the bottom because you can't tell where it is at the top part of it, but just go ahead and do that throughout the whole entire skateboard. Alright, so now you obviously have those holes in order to know where your hardware will be going. Next stop will be go ahead and putting on your trucks. So with the trucks, what you want to do is this bolt and screw have to be facing inwards towards each other. I like to do one side at a time. Just tighten the screws enough to where it will hold the trucks in place, then do the opposite side as well. And then just tighten up all the trucks together. So. This T-tool really comes in handy. It has that little nut part on it with a Phillips wrench tip. So you just go ahead and put the place to hold that part onto it, then just twist it in order to tighten up your trucks. Make sure to not go too far, because if you do, then it's just gonna start giving you some cracks and it's just gonna reduce the strength of your board, which won't last long in return. But yeah, just give it enough to where it holds the trucks in place and it doesn't wobble around. With the top part, you just make sure that your screws are flush with your board. Don't do them too deep. Obviously you will have to adjust these after a week or so, or a couple times of skating, because it will adjust to the board. There is parts of the grip tape that lie underneath the screws, so once those just give way a little bit, you will have to readjust them, but after that you shouldn't be having to do it too often. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys did, I'm glad. It was pretty fun going ahead and setting up my own board. Haven't done it in a really long time and I'm pretty stoked to actually try it out. Hopefully you guys found this video helpful, and as for this, there you guys go. Hopefully you guys have a good day, and I'll go ahead and catch you guys next time. Peace.